asking you.
What's on your ID? What's on your video?
Put your hands behind your back. Leave me alone! Put your hands...
Welcome back. In today's video, we witness karma catching up in a big way as an entitled Karen faces an unexpected twist she never saw coming. Stick around to see how this wild story unfolds. In today's first video, we're diving into a story where an old Karen's behavior catches up with her in a way she definitely didn't see coming. Watch as the consequences unfold, and she learns the hard way that actions have repercussions. Based on March 1st, 2021, while on patrol in Mundelein, police observed a silver vehicle driving recklessly on the road and confirmed that it had lost control as it continued to drift into other lanes, even going the wrong way. The police immediately stopped the vehicle to avoid the worst possible outcome. It all started when a Mundelein police officer noticed a vehicle without a turn signal and also noticed that the vehicle's headlights were not on. Nothing too unusual, right? Just a normal day at work for a police officer. But this traffic stop quickly became much more dramatic.
Like all these people are like driving all over things or whatever.
Okay, I stopped you for a few things. When I was coming the other way, you had your high beams on at me.
Well, I do not mind that.
It's okay. I try to signal by flashing mine.
But you were
looks like...
Sorry.
And then you have to signal. You didn't signal till after you stopped, and then you passed.
As the officer approached the vehicle, he noticed that the driver appeared lethargic and had a strong odor of alcohol on his breath. The woman behind the wheel was clearly not happy about being stopped and kept making excuses when she did not recognize the police signal. The officer asked her for her driver's license, but her actions became confused and inconsistent. Theo followed, and that's when things started to get interesting.
They're like flashing lights all over the place. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Do you have your driver's license and insurance?
Yeah, I did. I drive. All these other people are like driving like in the wrong lane. And
looks like this one just expired. Here, keep looking for the... Oh, were you able to find your insurance?
Well, I don't know what I have. Okay. I have insurance. Okay. Yeah, I am upset because why are me?
I told you multiple times why I stopped you.
Well, like a long time ago, I had like one drink. Did I have one drink?
And that?
You have to take that.
I do take that into consideration.
The officer explained that she was stopped for a headlight issue and failure to signal, but the situation quickly changed when the driver was asked to submit to a series of field sobriety tests.
Yes, I am.
Because you're having some trouble starting.
You know what? Because I have like the worst day you could ever fucking imagine. Okay, and you know what? If those people are one drink that's so fucking strong,
one drink you think possibly caused you to...
I'm like a really good driver.
Okay.
Tickets against me or anything against me?
I have no idea. My partner, I'm here. Let me explain.
No. Why?
I am here to...
Why did you stop me?
Do me a favor and stand with your feet together just like this. Just stand just like that. What I want you to do is with your eyes and your eyes only. We're going to go on to the next step. Can I have you step just a little bit back? Test, I'm going to have you walk 9 heel-to-toe steps. How about I demonstrate? Hang on 1 second, ma'am.
These tests are important in determining whether a person is under the influence of alcohol. The driver complained during the field sobriety test. As the officer stated, she failed the tests, and realizing the seriousness of the situation, the woman immediately turned around and returned to her car to try to escape. Refusing to comply with these tests can have serious consequences and often results in a warning to law enforcement. Not only is it uncooperative, but it can also potentially cause a traffic accident.
Impaired, and then I let you drive off.
I'm not impaired.
Okay, stop.
What?
Stop.
What do you want?
I want you to stand just like this.
I cannot do that.
Okay, then I don't want to have you do...
Can't do that because I cannot do that.
Okay.
Years old. Why are you doing this to me?
Because...
Well, I think I'm a very pretty driver. Do I have a good driving record? Well, why don't you check? I'm freezing.
Okay.
I'm freezing.
You can put your glass.
The police informed the driver that refusing the test would result in a DUI arrest, but the driver refused to comply. She became loud and impatient, repeatedly complaining that the police were mistreating an 80-year-old woman. And she continued to protest and resist, making the situation more complicated and intense.
He said
well, because you fucking pulled me. You pulled me over. Wait. I'm on the curb. Wait.
Explain
No. Stop. The curb. Why am I on the curb? Because you pulled me over, right?
You smell the odor of alcoholic beverage.
Oh, I'm not admitting that I did not have. I'm 80 fucking years old. Okay.
What I'm going off totality of circumstances here. Okay. Understand where your blood alcohol level is.
I'm 80 years old. told you, pants.
Sample or not?
No.
Okay, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Nope, nope.
Stop resisting, police!
Hey, don't. Stop.
Push up against the car. Come on.
As the police attempted to arrest her, the driver's resistance escalated. She fought back against the police, refused to be handcuffed, and attempted to drag her away. This type of resistance was not only dangerous for all involved, but also illegal.
Have her step it out. Let's open your eyes and close them.
An ambulance coming to check that.
You're breathing. You
I was
went
breathing.
unconscious. You went unconscious, man.
You can sit up.
Yes, I can sit up.
Do me a favor, put your hands behind your back, and
You
it's
know
not
what?
going to be good.
If you have to do this, you're gonna.
Put your hands behind your back. You understand? Yeah.
I got this.
Now, realizing that the situation was getting out of hand, other officers arrived to assist. The struggle continued with the driver resisting violently. It is important to note that resisting arrest can result in additional charges and further complicate an already tense situation.
Stop.
What are you doing? Okay, if you kick me, you're going to get a charge. You need to stop. Stop. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What is wrong?
Well, you know what? If you didn't kick us, maybe that's the best thing so you can't see to kick us.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I need.
No more breathing.
I need.
I got
Be careful so you don't get kicked.
Okay?
Be careful so you don't
What's
get
your
kicked.
come back? What's not going to happen right now?
You're under arrest, okay? Be careful.
For what?
You're-
That's not gonna happen because it's not.
That's already
You're under-
happened.
No, because I'm not. Don't want to stand up. Don't you?
Stop.
What are you doing?
You just need to calm down so we can do it.
After a brief struggle, the officers were eventually able to subdue the female driver. They took her into custody and placed her in the back of the patrol car. It was a difficult task, and the officers showed incredible patience and professionalism throughout.
Grenadine. Sorry. Grenadine. Sit up.
I have a whole different perspective.
I understand.
Couldn't you just pick up the fucking biggest?
Can you sit up for us?
You know, I used to.
Feel better.
When are you gonna find out when you DUI? No, you fucking piece of shit.
Hey, sit down. Sit down. Just stay seated, okay? Sit down. Seated. That's all I'm asking you. We're asking you to stay seated. Sit down.
Fuck you.
How you doing?
Fuck you. Can I sit up?
No, you can sit up, yes. No, sit down, okay?
After the driver was arrested, the situation calmed down, but the consequences of her actions were just beginning. Not only did she face DUI charges, but she also faced resisting arrest charges, meaning there could be more legal battles ahead. In Chapter 625 LCS 511-501 of the Illinois Consolidated Statutes, driving under the influence DUI and/or driving while intoxicated, impaired, DUI, or criminal driving offenses in all states. These offenses include dangerous driving while under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or other controlled substances. Her conduct was reckless because she was driving while under the influence of alcohol. Under resisting or obstructing a police officer, 720 LCS 531-1, the law addresses willfully obstructing or obstructing a police officer from performing his or her lawful duties by resisting or failing to comply. Her actions of resisting handcuffs and fleeing violated this framework, subjecting her to severe penalties. The next case had happened in Illinois when Karen get crazy about family issues. On July 8th, 2023, at a home in Illinois, police received a call reporting a heated argument between a mother and her adult son. Such calls are not uncommon, but this one would take an unexpected turn. When police arrived on the scene, they encountered a situation that was anything but calm. The dispute had escalated to the point where intervention was required. Family disputes can be particularly difficult for police as they involve personal relationships and heightened emotions. The officers approached the situation carefully, speaking with both the mother and her son to understand the nature of the argument. From their initial assessment, it was clear that this was more than just a minor disagreement. The emotional intensity of the situation was evident, and the story came to a head when the son showed police a video of his mother beating him.
Why don't you have a seat on the
You
ground?
asked for
Want
me,
you, ma'am?
for some ID, yes or no.
Your first
I
one,
went to go. Could I go get him for some ID?
I understand.
I am trying to comply. The person who has threatened to arrest me if I do not comply.
Family disputes often involve complex dynamics, and it is important that law enforcement handle them carefully. In this case, the police must assess whether there is an immediate threat or whether the argument can be resolved without escalating further. They begin by asking questions and attempting to mediate the situation.
Oh, ma'am, I'm here now. And
Can I get
No.
my ID?
No, ma'am.
Get
So,
my
if
ID. He
for
wants
25,
me to get some
or we
ID.
can
Get
decide
some ID.
No, I don't.
Yes or no? Do you
No,
have
ma'am.
that on your
But if-
video?
but-
Do you have that on your video
So-
that he asked me for some ID?
No, ma'am, I was not.
What's on your ID? What's on your video?
As the officers speak with the mother, it is clear that she is not in a cooperative mood. As the officers attempt to defuse the situation, the mother's behavior becomes increasingly erratic. And not only is she uncooperative, but she is also hostile toward the officers, making it difficult for them to resolve the underlying issue.
Why?
I need you to stop.
Domestic battery.
Okay.
Because why?
I need you to stop.
Battery because why? Please tell me. I am under. Please tell me why I'm
Ma'am,
under
I advised you.
domestic battery. Are you taping this?
We are.
Why? I
grab my
have
hand.
asked multiple
Don't grab my hand.
times why I am under arrest
You're gonna hurt
for
yourself.
domestic battery.
That's not locked in.
It's locked.
Okay, yeah. It's just gonna move tight in.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Please
Try not to poke
give your names for the video.
Ma'am, if you stop tensing up, it's going to be a lot more comfortable for you.
Not tense.
The mother's resistance to the officers' attempts to defuse the situation only adds to the tension. Despite the officers' best efforts to resolve the issue diplomatically, her unwillingness to cooperate and her aggressive behavior lead to a more serious intervention.
Donna, it's time to be an adult.
We're not going to sleep now, Donna. Yeah.
Donna,
Let's pick her up early. Come on, Donna, we're walking. We can both carry
I
your
was gonna
shoulders
say-
if you carry your feet. Yep.
Boss. Oh, I definitely don't
No.
feel comfortable having it be
Yeah,
face down.
not that way.
I'm gonna make
Not
that.
that way. No, hold on. I'm gonna stretch her move. You want to support both of her shoulders?
Yeah.
At this point, it is clear that the situation is getting out of control. The officers were faced with a decision: either continue to attend mediation, which seemed increasingly futile, or take the necessary measures to ensure the safety of all involved. Due to the escalating nature of the confrontation, they chose the latter.
I am under arrest. I'm under arrest. Not one single person back of a squad car. Could you please just tell me why I'm in here?
Yes, ma'am. I told you you're under arrest.
I'm sorry you are choking on your latte. Anybody's names, including yours, was provided your name. How was I provided your name? Because I have absolutely no belongings of mine.
This decision was made after multiple attempts to resolve the situation peacefully had failed. The officers needed to act to prevent further escalation and ensure the safety of both the individuals involved and the surrounding community.
For the tape. Okay, we all know, and now we know that this female officer who has blonde hair in a bun, and I do not know her name, but we all know that this officer not will to provide her name. The police station afternoon in July saying that I am under arrest.
When the mother was arrested, she continued to protest and yell at the officers. Her response was a mixture of frustration and defiance, and it was clear that she was struggling and did not accept the seriousness of the situation. The arrest was a result of her unwillingness to comply with police instructions and her aggressive behavior. Now, with the mother now in custody, the officers were able to focus on dealing with the aftermath of the situation. After being arrested, the mother will face legal proceedings to address any charges arising from the incident. And based on the footage provided by her son, the mother will face domestic violence charges. The mother's actions violated the framework of the Illinois Domestic Violence Act. The Illinois Domestic Violence Act VVA recognizes domestic violence as a serious crime. It creates a legal remedy for victims of domestic violence called an order of protection and requires law enforcement officials to provide specific forms of support to victims. If an abuser does so, he or she has violated an order of protection, a class of misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail or a fine of up to $2,500. An abuser can be arrested immediately if he or she repeats the offense, or if he or she enters the home after being ordered not to do so. Imagine you're driving down the road and suddenly you're pulled over by a police officer. It could be something as minor as a broken taillight. That's exactly what happened to an elderly woman driving with a broken taillight. But what started as a routine traffic stop quickly escalated into a confrontation that left everyone involved shaken. Our story begins on August 20th, 2024, with a 65-year-old woman driving a car with a broken taillight in Florida. The taillight hadn't been working for some time, and the woman tried to find a replacement part. Unfortunately, her car was deemed illegal because the device was defective. A police officer pulled her over. As is standard procedure, the officer informed her that she would be issued a ticket for a defective device.
And we're waiting to see if I can't find a bed for it.
Yeah, but it's not legal because you got a busted taillight. You got your driver's license insurance on you?
Yeah, sure, I drive it to death here. You guys stay off the... Highway 74.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I just don't tell you.
A ticket for a broken taillight comes with an $80 fine. The officer handed her the ticket and asked her to sign it. However, things took a turn when the woman refused to sign the ticket. She felt the $80 fine was unfair because she was in the process of resolving the issue.
I mean, my brother looking for it.
Can you at least get the light?
I don't know if I can get the those. They've got lights on them, don't they? They do have lights. Do work.
Well, it's broken.
Yeah, I know it's
so
broken.
if you hit your brake lights, that white bulb's going to blind somebody at night.
Okay, well, can I put red tape on it? I'm going right now to check on cattle.
Okay. Did issue for a defective. You have till September 16th to get you to sign there with the Exodus.
So you don't even give a warning for this?
You've been driving around for 6 months like that.
I'm told.
Well, I'm not going to give you a warning for something you've been driving for 6 months.
But you've seen me in here. You've seen me in
no,
town.
I have.
I've been up here.
Nope. A citation. Sign there, please.
Well, I don't want to sign it because I don't want to do $80. That is fixable and I can fix it.
All right.
That's all you want
Go ahead
to
and step out of the car.
Why?
She insisted that she should not have to pay for something she had resolved. The officer explained that signing the ticket was not an admission of guilt, but simply an acknowledgement of having received the ticket.
You be fair with me and I'll be fair with you.
Step out.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
I'm placing you under arrest. Step
you
out.
You are full of shit because you're not placing me under no damn arrest.
Step out.
No, I'm not.
Do not take off.
Shut up and give me that and I'll sign it.
Stop.
No.
We're beyond that.
Do you want me
Step out.
Attempting to defuse the situation, asked her to step out of her car. When the woman refused, the officer informed her that she was under arrest for failure to comply. This escalated the situation further as the woman still refused to cooperate. The woman eventually made a move to get out of the car, but her actions were interpreted as resistance. As is the procedure in such tense situations, the police decided to use a stun gun to subdue her. The deployment of the taser was intended to quickly end the standoff and regain control of the situation.
Hey! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
You better leave me!
Behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! No! Put your hands behind your back! Lay down and put your head back! Now!
As the taser was deployed and the woman was subdued, it is important to note that tasers are used as a less lethal means of subduing individuals who resist. However, the use of such force is always controversial as to whether it is necessary or excessive.
305 dispatch, go ahead and start EMS. Taser deployed, 1 female, custody. Guys, you just got yourself in a whole lot more trouble for running.
Oh, I didn't run.
And go ahead and roll to your back. That's on the way, just hang tight.
You got a...
I got an ambulance on the way, check you out.
Ambulance? I don't need an ambulance.
Well, you got...
Like, oh, don't do the arms that way.
Well, how do you want me to hold you up?
I don't know.
Well,
After being tasered, the woman was assessed by paramedics at the scene. She was visibly distressed and expressed frustration at being treated in this manner. Her response demonstrates how a minor traffic stop can quickly escalate into a major confrontation.
Don't you realize? Listen to me a minute.
EMS has been advised.
Walk to my car, ma'am.
Can I shut my pickup off?
I'll turn it off for you. Come on. They're going to get that out of you. All right.
Get it out of me.
2 prongs in you.
2 prongs in me.
Go ahead and have a seat. I'll turn the air on, let you cool down.
Can you beat up or something? Or
That's as much as we got. Why didn't you take off?
because I thought you would arrest me.
I wasn't going to. Oh, you signed a ticket.
But can you, well, just listen to it. Do you know body come to cash in for any reason whatsoever?
Where do you think you can go driving around and get away with like that?
Kingfisher, because I'm going through Kingfisher right now to go to Loyal.
No, listen.
And I've bought groceries.
You may not like the laws, but we're here to enforce them.
No, you did this. You did not have to taser me.
You wouldn't come get out, and then you tried to kick me. So
Why?
yes, I did.
From the police's perspective, the situation was handled in accordance with their procedures and training. They stressed that this escalation was due to the woman's refusal to comply with lawful commands, which is a key factor in determining the appropriate response in such situations. The woman was arrested and faced additional charges on top of the initial traffic ticket. The situation, which began with an $80 ticket, led to a series of legal and personal consequences for her. She was also charged with resisting arrest, resisting a peace officer as stated in Florida Statutes Chapter 843.02. This statute addresses the crime of resisting an officer with or without violence. Resisting with violence involves actively opposing or obstructing an officer using force, while resisting without violence refers to non-violent obstruction. Grinder's behavior, including her attempts to resist handcuffing and obstruct the arrest process, fits within this legal framework. The statute categorizes these actions as crimes that disrupt law enforcement procedures. Alright fellas, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and educational contents in the future. Thanks for your support.